Alright, so it's really hot outside, even hotter in the garage, so we're working out here. Got the motor apart, and we found, let's see, that. That used to be a thrust washer. And there's another one right there. Or another piece of one. So, when you take this crankshaft and you move it, yeah. It's not supposed to be able to move like that. So, that's what the problem with this motor was. This is one of the motors we picked up. Actually not in as bad as condition as we thought it was, with it just being the thrust washers. We were told that it had knock and had thrown a bearing or something else. So hopefully the journals on all the crankshaft lobes are fine. We're going to tear it apart more and see what's going on. Alright, so back outside with the motor. Went through and took out all the pistons on all 4 cylinders. Ooh, there's a leaf in there. And cylinder 1 had gotten the thrust washers stuck all in it and it chewed them all up, so it's kind of messed up in there, but nothing I can feel with my finger. Oh, there goes a dog. Number 2, cylinder 2 was fine as far as I remember, just a little dirty. Cylinder 3 actually had a spun bearing, and cylinder 4, I believe, yeah, you can still kind of see. Oh no, that one's fine, I think. Oh no, that might be spun too. Yeah, it's spun. So cylinder 4 was also spun, or not cylinder 4, but like the 4th lobe on the crank. So that means it wasn't spun, I guess. Cylinder 4 was fine, I think. The main problem was the thrust washer and the one spun bearing. Yeah. So we got to take the block and the crank down to a buddy of mine from the area. His shop is in Riverside. I'm sure we'll have video of when we take it down there and whatever else. Have him clean the block and redo all the cross hatching and make sure everything is good to go. And if it is, at that point, we'll continue. Sorry for the noise. There's kids over there on a trampoline, my cousins, and with the newest puppy. Name is Hachi. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. What little pupper? Oh, he was so excited, I know. Yeah, the dog's a dork. Yeah, so we got that done. Just gotta take it down. And then we're gonna try and use the head from the motor that's in the car still. But if not, we have an extra BP4W head. If the one in the car is just trashed for whatever reason. Yeah. And this motor actually came with a new oil pump, so we're gonna clean that one out and make sure there's no metal fragments in there or anything. And then of course reseal everything. New gaskets for everything. Head gasket is going to be a Cometic. I believe we're going to stick with the stock thickness, but I guess we'll see when it comes down to how much of the head we need to machine off and whatever else. Because we can't shave too much off the head, being that we're going to be using 2001 Miata pistons, which is going to bump the compression up considerably. And you don't really want high compression or higher compression for turbo motors, but I love the responsiveness of a higher compression motor. Throttle response has always been a big thing for me, as far as the tuning goes. So it's always something that I try to focus on whenever we get it tuned. And yeah. And while the kit is off and all the fiberglass stuff is not on the car, I don't know why I just repeated myself. We're going to do a bit of fiberglass repair because the side skirts have holes on both sides. Like the part that sits right here. Just because it's the part that gets the most abuse. Yeah, someone parked in my spot, so I had to park the 240 in the driveway. So that'll be the plan for now. Nothing too crazy. As far as rods, I think we're gonna stay with the stock ones, just because they're known to handle about 300 horsepower, if I remember right, or it might be 250. The pistons might be 300 horsepower. Either way, they'll be okay for what we're doing. I'm not trying to push crazy horsepower.